you are credited as someone who's cured deafness.
Yes.
Is that the correct description of what you've done?
It depends what the deafness was all about.
Okay.
So because when we define deafness, we define it in 4 parts. There is conductive hearing loss. There is inner ear, which is the cochlea. Then there is perceptual.
Let's do that.
Which is in the brain. So, I mean, this is just the ear. I see other things. So you can get damage to the eardrum.
Okay.
Or the small bones that gives you conductive loss.
Yeah.
So if that is the only problem, and I did what I did, then I've cured that deafness of that person, which is conductive loss. When is the inner ear, which is what we do cochlear implant, which is what I do. So if the person has an inner ear hearing loss, then we put cochlear implant, which is another form of curing the sensory neural hearing loss. If it's between the ear and the brain stem, there's something we called brain stem implant.
Okay.
If it's in the center in the brain where the brain cannot process, like they call it autism. So the person can hear, or somebody with a stroke, they can have a stroke, but they cannot articulate.
Sure.
They can see that you're talking, but they cannot hear. So that one we don't have a cure yet, but I think we're getting there.
Yeah.
So I've cured certain part of deafness.
Let's go. Let's stay there with the types of deafness.
Yes.
Let's stay there. If there's anything you can demonstrate, by all means, which is why we brought that.
Yeah.
But let's stay with the different types of deafness.
Yes.
You're saying what? There are 4.
There are 4.
One that has to do with
conductive.
Conductive is information that comes from outside.
Exactly.
Is that the first level? Can we even call it that? The first level of the first type of deafness?
That is the simplest level.
Okay.
Because the sound comes from outside.
Yes.
And physiologically, so it comes as sound. Then when it gets into the middle ear, it becomes mechanical.
Okay.
When it goes into the inner ear, then it becomes electrical.
Whoa.
From electrical, then it becomes sensory.
Information.
Yes. Which is processed in the brain center. And in a nanoseconds, the whole brain,
knows what you're saying. My brain knows what you're saying.
At the same time.
Yes.
And it goes both sides. So it's not only one side. So both sides of the brain, they interpret, they understand, and I reply spontaneously. Amazing. That's how the creator is.
Yeah.
So there's no pause in between.
No.
So if you have conductive, so either we say, look, I cannot hear because my ear is full of wax. So the whole external ear canal will be full of wax here.
Okay.
It blocks. Then the person goes and take out the wax. Then the person says, oh, now I can hear.
Okay. It's almost like you put something on the ear.
Yes.
Okay.
So we remove whatever is blocking you.
Yes.
Then you can hear.
Right.
Then there's a membrane. So if the membrane is damaged, there's a hole. The sound cannot go into the middle ear and inner ear. Sort of like it gets lost. There's distortion. Then we go and repair the eardrum.
That's the second level.
That's the second level,
yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah.
Then the bones now, those 3 bones, which are the smallest bones in the body.
Are they there?
Unfortunately, I don't have them here.
Oh, yes. But they meant to
here.
be. Okay.
They're meant to sit here.
They're tiny.
They're tiny.
How small?
Like the size of a rice.
Whoa.
So when you are eating a rice which has not been cooked, that's how small the space is.
Wow.
So you need big magnification. You need the steady hands. You must be patient and you must be gentle. So that's why we call it microsurgery. So you cannot do ENT if you are not gentle. You have to be gentle with the tissue. Because any small mistake can be disastrous.
Let's go back to that bone.
Yes.
What other type again of deafness we're referring to?
So until those bones, so the outer ear, the middle ear, that is conductive.
And how can they be damaged? Sorry, I interject. How can they be damaged?
They can be damaged by trauma.
Okay.
Or you can be born with them without them well developed. or you can get damaged by infection, which is the most cause. So when you have pus coming out of your ear, or they can be caused by things like tumor, where it grows inside and eat the whole bones out. And then sometimes we can cause them by, you remember at school, the teacher used to give us a hot club.
Hey.
That is the commonest form of damage. Yes. Can just clap it and
you can't hear anymore.
You can't hear anymore. So the worst thing with that is those small bone, I call them, they are almost like a brake system.
Okay.
So they control the amount of sound that go into the inner ear. Because the inner ear cannot take anything more than 120. You are in the sound
decibels. Yes.
Decibel.
Oh,
anything above 120 is going to destroy your inner ear.